of Cobra e-racing series. Uh, Tonight we have a very little special deal going on for one of our good racing buddies, Aqua Tatty. Week or so ago, week and a half, he lost his father, and so we had a couple admins that threw together, or not throw together, but planned on having a little bit of a benefit race for him to help pay for funeral costs. So that is tonight, and I'm proud to be have one of the guys that kind of was helping with the backbone of this whole deal. Is broadcaster Clay is joining us in the booth.
Yeah, what's going on, everyone? Hope everyone's had a fantastic Thanksgiving holiday and weekend. Happy Thanksgiving from all of us over here at the Cobra E-Racing Series. And as Butters has said, of course, tonight we're doing a benefit set of races here for our good friend Aqua Tatty, GTR Tatty. Some of y'all might know him as the owner of GC Sports, but yeah, he's been on the league racing scene for a minute. Yeah, and about a week and a half ago, his father passed away, and we're doing a benefit race for him and his family to help them cover some of their funeral costs that they're going to have to pay. But you know what? This is going to be a fun night of racing that we're going to get to. But ultimately, what it comes down to, Butters, is that this is for our good friend Tatty. And as such, we're going to do some of his favorite tracks mixed in with a couple of his home race tracks. And so we're going to start off at Iowa, which is always one of his favorites, as well as Chicagoland and Atlanta, a couple mile and a half, but draft tracks that he's always enjoyed for many, many years. And then we're going to go to his home track of New Hampshire, which is where he's at currently for the funeral. But he's from New Hampshire, so we're going to head to New Hampshire later this evening. And then we're going to finish things up on the road course at Watkins Glen, which is yet another home race for Tatty. Of course, New Hampshire and Watkins Glen being the two closest to his home there in New Hampshire. So 5 races on deck tonight. We're going to kick it off with Iowa. And I'll go ahead and say this as we go on tonight. I'll be in and out of the booth because I'll be participating in a couple of these races. And so that's what we're going to be doing here tonight.
Yeah, for sure. Looking forward to, like I said, between Brink and you, Clay, you guys had pretty much the ideas of going about getting this set up. I know you guys had a little bit of it was kind of a last minute. I think we would have rather had a little bit more planning, but I think you guys did awesome, phenomenal for the time frame we had. We got a few guys. We got guys here. It's going to be fun to watch. But yeah, every one of these guys have donated a little bit to the fund, and it's really glad to see the guys that came out from Cobra to do this tonight. I know we had it open for anybody that was open or seen it. It was invited by anybody in any other league or anything. But yeah, like I said, it's pretty cool being able to do something like this for Tatty. As good of a guy as he is, he's always been. He's helped out Cobra immensely since starting out, and so we figured this is the least we could do for him.
Speaking of that GoFundMe, I've got that link out there in the YouTube chat, so I'll be posting that at various times tonight for Tatty and his family. So if you're not racing but you're tuning in and you want to donate, you're popping in to see what's going on here tonight, and you feel led to give, you can give as much as $1 or however much you feel led to give. Every dollar counts, as the GoFundMe says for them. But this is all in support of our good friend Tatty. And you know what? This is something that Tatty has done for other people in the past. I think back to a guy that raced in GC but has now made his way over here to Cobra, Robbie Racing. He had some struggles with his house. I can't remember what exactly happened with his house, but Tatty organized a benefit race for him, and he's done this for other drivers in the past as well. So this is really us giving Tatty a little bit of payback in such a good way here. And this is a great opportunity to thank him for all that he's done for Cobra and for GC and for every other league that he's been a part of. Misfits, I know he runs in Misfits.
Right, for sure. Like I said, he's always being the owner of Cobra here, he's always been there answering my questions. He's always given me great advice. I mean, he ran GC Sports for 4 years. Uh, but yeah, like I said, it's just a little bit. We can, like you said, to pay him back. It's our little way of saying I appreciate him. And like I said, he's a racing brother in the community with us. So the guys like Clay and Brinkerhoff and Sauce figured, this is the least they could do is give back a little bit.
Yeah, and we're taking an off week from the points races, and we'll be back next Friday for the points races as we I believe it's Mid Ohio and Canadian Tire next week. But our focus right now is on these races here.
Yeah, and any of you guys in Cobra land, you Cobra drivers out there that got the notification that we are live. And I know you've been away a weekend with family and stuff because of Thanksgiving, but if you're just getting up to speed and you're sitting at home watching, go ahead, jump on. You guys are more than welcome. Like I said, Clay's got the links into everything. Any little thing will help Tatty and his father's funeral expenses. And yeah, like I said, we got spots. You can jump in. You can jump in now, or you can jump in at the very last race. So you guys out there get this notification that we're live and you're checking it out. You guys know where to go. Get hooked up. Jump on in. Join some. Have some fun.
Yeah, the buy-in for this race, if you wanted to jump in a little bit late into this, the buy-in for these races was $10. That was our ask for tonight. But if you want to give more, you can give more. And I believe there might even be a couple open spots that others have contributed.
Yeah, I believe you're right there, Clay. I know that you guys were talking that a couple guys donated more than $10, so they had like few spots that they had open up for anybody that you know wasn't what would like to race, but don't just don't have the means for the donation. But I know guys donated extra, and I know, like I said, there are open spots. I don't think any of them are filled up yet. There might be a couple gone, but yeah, just come on out, guys. So it looks like qualifying is over. It looks like we're just getting ready to. We'll get the word to get the green light to come on in. Looks like the first race on the docket's going to be Iowa.
Should be a good one.
So, Tatty, Clay, kind of explain the reason behind the tracks. I know you said something about New Hampshire and Watkins Glen being its home tracks, but as far as Chicago and Iowa, it's kind of Tatty likes those tracks, but it's kind of was kind of the tracks he was kind of passing on his way home back from Oklahoma, correct? On his route back
Yes.
home, yeah.
Well, it's not even necessarily that. It's just that those are three of his favorites: Iowa, Chicagoland, and
Yeah.
Atlanta. Three of his favorite racetracks, and so there you go. See Sharp out there in the YouTube land saying, "Let's go." Good to see him in here. He'll be racing tonight. He's one of a number of drivers that we'll see as the night goes on.
Well, it looks like the clock is dropping. I got Brink's stream up, so I'll be able to keep track that way.
Yep, we're good to join up now.
Okay.
Kind of a smaller field for this first race with 12 guys in the field. The pole is going to end up going to Sharp with Mike G starting on the outside lane. Now the Cobra Trucks, All-Out Truck Series just got through racing here in Iowa this past weekend. Cyogenic take the top spot, but now we're going to run the Cup cars here. So we're going to get to see these Cup cars at Iowa, which is a rare occurrence, because Iowa doesn't go, or the Cup Series doesn't go to Iowa every year at all. Even the Cup Series has never been there. I see Sharp in there as an in-race reporter for the other races, maybe. I think that's going to be me. I'll probably stick around here in the chat, but you see Sharp out to the lead early on here. There, Butters. Mike G there in second. P. Cola riding in that third spot. You get the 25 of Sauce there in fourth. Turf Tech riding there in that fifth spot, driving Tatty's number 37 tonight. He does drive for Venom Racing, so this is in support of his driver there, Butters.
Who's driving a 37?
Turf Tech.
Hey, that a boy.
One of Tatty's drivers. One of Tatty's drivers there.
Good job, Turf. It's a way to think about that. I never would have thought of that, but yeah.
The 42 custom scheme of Probably Your Dad. He's in there. Got the 20 of Warpig riding along. The 41 of WRX Mike. Got the 14 of Brinkerhoff. Another one of the admins here in Cobra that kind of helped set this up, along with myself and Sauce. And as well, looking back, you got the 47 of Guardian. Another one of Tatty's drivers that he actually brought over from GC. So there's that. Oh, we're 3 wide there, back here in the back. And already making his way up through the field, the 16 of Story Square, one of the top drivers in the truck series, already making it and dicing it up here. Look at this 3 wide move through the middle right here for this 16 of Story Square for the third spot. And then you got the 43 back here of Puddin.
Hey, Puddin made her. Glad you made it there, buddy.
But we got an intense battle here for the race lead, Butters. The 9 of Sharp and the 20 of Mike G going at it here. If you can keep a lap counter, that would be really nice.
Yeah, like I said, I got to bring the stream up here. I can 30 laps. 30 laps remaining.
Yeah, these are short sprints. These are 13% races we're running here tonight. But it is, it's going to be a full night. We got 5 races on the dock, and this is just the first of 5.
Yeah, just trying to get a handle on. So it's kind of tough with the guys with the custom cars. Let's see who's who. Oh, there we go. Garden. Puddin. Sauce is driving the 25 car. Looks like a little bit of a. Looks like the ride of Chase Beatty, just in a little bit of different colors. So anyways, we're going back to the lead. Sorry about that. I was doing some reading here.
Yep.
Looks like, Sharp is our race leader yet. Followed closely yet, besides Mike G there. They're kind of a 2-car pack, a little bit pulled away from the rest of the pack a little bit.
And here's Story Square sitting in this third spot. He is flying through the field. He started actually at the back of the pack. I want to say he started in 11th or 12th. He finds himself in the third spot here tonight, already early in this race.
Yeah, he's made his way up to that third spot, followed by Sauce. 41 of I just had the car number on him.
WRX Mike.
WRX Mike. Running alongside there with P. Cola, they're running. They're kind of battling. We're at fifth spot, sixth spot, fifth spot.
And this is a mix of some Cup guys, some Xfinity guys, and some truck guys here in Cobra, and they're all looking really solid here.
Right. I mean, you got to, yeah, like you said, you got a little bit from all three series, so that's pretty cool.
Taking a peek here, back up at the front two. Mike G keeps throwing it off into the corner, but he can't quite get there on Sharp. Would love a lap count.
Let's see here. Waiting to come around. So we're on lap 13 of 36, so yeah, that'll give us...
About 1/3 of this race complete.
Yeah, it looks like we're sitting at 23 laps left. So 14 laps into it, we no really change from first to second yet, but we got the third place car of Story Square has moved himself up into that third spot. So
yeah, but these front two are absolutely gone. They've just been sitting back here rolling this bottom line, and they are, nose to tail here, and have been for the last 5 to 10 laps. And Sharp, he was the defending series champion a season ago in our Cup Series here in Cobra. And he decided to call it quits, but he's always you'll always see him in these kinds of races, Butters. Anytime he can ever help another driver out, he's gonna be here to do it. So I'm not surprised to see Sharp in here. Running the 9 really for the first time in this one. We don't really see him running the 9 often.
No, and I believe that's always been his favorite car number. I know he's always wanted to run that thing, so I don't know if it was something that him and Sauce worked out or if he just grabbed it or what. I don't know the whole story, but yeah, Sharp is, I believe he was like one of the first ones once you guys made the announcement that he was in. So yeah, like I said, stand-up guy. He's always going to be involved with stuff like this. And yeah, you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying, Clay.
Yep. If y'all are just tuning in and wondering what you're watching, this is the Cobra E-Racing Series presents the Tatty's Turkey Road Challenge. For our friend GTR Tatty, for those of you who are unaware, his father passed away about a week and a half, 2 weeks ago. Tatty is currently in New Hampshire for his father's services, and we are doing a benefit race for our good friend here to help raise some money for his family's funeral costs that they are going to be looking to take care of here over the next little bit. So I want to thank everyone for tuning in, and I want to also thank our field for racing here tonight.
Yeah, big shout out to the guys that put out to the fund, either to right to the GoFundMe, or I know Brink might have been taking some donations too. But yeah, shout out to the guys that showed up interest. This wouldn't be possible without these guys wanting to do it. So glad to see them come out and support Tatty like they have. So it looks like Sharp has put a little distance on that second place car, Mike G.
Yes, he has. So he's been able to kind of pull away here. And Story Square might be beginning to run down Mike G just a little bit.
I've seen Mike G slap the wall a couple times, so I don't know if he got loose out there or what. I just happened to have the camera on him when he actually did make contact with the wall, so not sure what's going on there, but I did, yeah, I don't know if he's getting loose or if something happened other than that. But yeah, you're right. I believe that 16 is starting to catch him.
This midfield battle is heating up just a little bit. You got Sauce right here on the back of Picola. This is in the back half of the top 5 for position number 4. A little further on back here, you got the 47 of Guardian battling with the 37 of Turf Tech as well. You got the 42 of Probably Your Dad back here. A few of these guys, actually a couple of these guys running for Venom, Tatty's Cup team here, Cup and Xfinity team here in the Cobra E Racing Series, Turf Tech and Guardian there. Probably Your Dad racing for Rum Runners Racing, Brink's team, that is, this season. However, Tatty brought Probably Your Dad over from GC, so another one of Tatty's good friends that has been racing with, against, and probably for Tatty at numerous times over the last 2 to 3 years.
So yeah, it looks like we got we're coming to 9 to go, Clay, on this run. So 9 more laps here from Iowa in our first round here of the Tatty Turkey Road Challenge benefit race.
And it looks like Sharp is going to pull away with this one, assuming no pit stops. But this is going to be an interesting battle for position number 2 between Story Square and Mike G. As Story Square continues to reel that 20 in. I believe that 20 might just be a little too loose. Holy moly, he really got loose off of turn 2. You got Story Square jumping to that high side there. Got that 16 wound up and going on that outside lane. Oh, they're so loose. 20 of Mike G's so loose. They're almost getting to the side of the 16. But the 16 is going to get around him there on that outside lane and take over the second spot. And the 20 might fall back into the grips of the 19 as well as the 25 as we are approaching about 5 laps to go here.
Yeah, it's too bad for that 20. He must have, he just made contact with the wall again. He must have took a little bit, figuring that these are more sprint style races. Maybe he figured go a little looser than he normal. But apparently it's not working out for him here as he's struggling here at the end.
Well, he was very obviously fast here in the early going of this race. Sitting there on the back of this number 9 of Sharp. Early going, but as the run has gone on, he's just lost a lot of time to this 9. As the 9 is approaching some lap traffic here. How many laps to go do we have?
Give me 1 minute. I'll tell you here in a second, Clay. Brink's coming out of the corner down here. I'll be telling you here. 5 to go. So I would guess
believe they're going to be
4 to go. Because he is tailing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I think that's Sharp right behind Brink, ain't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So yeah.
So 4, maybe even 3 to go. Here from Iowa in race number 1 of the Tatty's Turkey Road Challenge benefit race. As we're going to come to, I believe it's 3 to go, but it could be 2 to go here as you got the 43 of Puddin getting super loose there in front of Sharp. Both of these cars in front of Sharp a little bit loose as it goes. But it is Sharp holding this race lead for the time being. He's going to work underneath this 43 as I believe he's taking 2 laps to go, although this could be perhaps 1 lap to go even as well. So
yes,
we're gonna.
He might be on the last lap.
Did Brink just take 2 to go?
Brink's on lap 30. Yep. Brink just took lap 35 and 36.
So yeah, this is Sharp's final lap here. Yep. Oh, some contact between Brink and Sharp there. As we work off 4, it's going to be Sharp rolling to victory lane here in the first race of the Tatty Turkey Road Challenge race. It's going to be Story Square coming home second, and it looks to me like it's Picola coming home in position number 3.
Yeah, good first race. So how is this working, Clay? You know, 100% now. Do these guys are just lining up for the next race? They're just changing the track.
I think they're just going to change the track real quick, so you will have to back out. I am going to be racing
Yep.
in this next race
Yep.
at Atlanta, and so I'm going to stay here and be the in-race reporter because I also have something to talk about regarding my paint scheme for tonight. I'll be explaining that one here in a little bit. Um, so I'm going to stick around here.
Yeah, no worries.
Yep, so I'm going to jump in here. Yep, we are indeed just going to change the track there. The fastest lap goes to Mike G. Story Square with the second quickest time, and Sharp with the third quickest time. That's going to be your starting three. It'll be probably your dad lining up in the fourth spot. Guardian will line up fifth. It'll be Sauce sixth. WRX Mike seventh. P. Cola will line up eighth. It'll be Turf Tech ninth. Brinkerhoff rounds out the top 10 in the starting order. Puddin is going to go there in 11th, and Warpig will go 12th, and I will slot in at 13.
Well, there you go. Now we got, like I said, now we're moving on to Atlanta. Got a little bit of a draft track coming at us now for this quick short run. Should be some drafting. Looks like. I'm assuming it's on regular draft, or did he go high draft? You know.
I think it's on high draft.
Yeah, yeah. Just
This might be interesting.
Stuff. So he likes to bring people a good time. Clay, can you make sure you shoot me an invite?
Yes, sir. Yeah, we're missing a couple names here from the list, but it's still 13. Should be a good one.
All right, looks like what we got. We got 42 laps.
Yes, 42 laps.
Yep. So it's gonna be should be some pack racing going on here.
Oh yeah, it'll be insanity because it's on high draft.
Right.
This will be absolute chaos. You might see pit stops in this race if we because Cautions are not on. Although it is 1 times wear, so we might not see pit stops. Yep. Sorry about that, Sauce. I just posted the link again for the GoFundMe page. A way to keep me in check there, bud. I've been meaning to post that again. Just getting around to it here. There you go. Yeah, Atlanta, I believe, is Tatty's favorite track in this game. Um, so looking forward to this one. Sauce, you'll have to copy and paste the link into another page if you're trying to get to it. It wouldn't let me like hyperlink it. Chicagoland is his favorite track? Maybe. I don't know. I don't know. They're both really similar, so. But we're going to both tonight here, Butters. Atlanta and Chicagoland, so.
Right, for sure.
I believe Chicagoland is the next race after this one. Sauce saying you can also check out our Twitter for the link as well. If you guys are not following our Twitter, we are on Twitter at Cobra E Racing. See Story Square. Story, we are going to Watkins Glen. It'll be later tonight. It is the nightcap. So stick around for Watkins Glen later on there, Story Square. Saying Watkins Glen RIP. No, sir, it's coming back. Decided to add a 5th race right before we got kicked off here tonight. I see 12 people watching. Fantastic. Thank you all for tuning in for this one tonight. Fantastic, fantastic. I'm excited to unveil my paint scheme for this one.
Yeah, you've gave me a little insight, but yeah, I'd be excited too there.
The timer is fired up. Just a moment before you join there.
Yep.
And you are good to join.
As we're just waiting here to load up, folks. And there we go, we got the green flag. Looks like Mike G takes him down in that turn 1 there, leading the pack, followed by Story Square running at 16 again. So with Sharp, our last race winner, they're running in the 3rd spot. So like I said, once again, we are running Atlanta here with our 2nd race of the benefit here for Tatty's Road Turkey or Turkey Road Challenge for his dad's benefit, his funeral benefits. So and we also got, like I said, like Clay mentioned a little bit ago, he's actually racing in this race too, and he's still in the booth with us here doing a little IRR. So and I believe Clay also is going to have something that he might want to be talking about here in a minute or two here.
Yeah, let's give it a couple of laps here.
Yep.
But you did have a car around there on the backstretch. I believe it was the 37 of Turf Tech going around, getting loose off of turn 2 and up and into the outside wall, so he's out there by himself. Oh, got a car that lagged out of the race there. You might have to take a peek at who that was. Maybe Puddin', perhaps? No, not Puddin', it's someone else. Someone else lagged out of the race.
My lap counter. Brink lagged out.
Both Sauce and Sharp are streaming this race, so you need someone else to look at. As the 20 of Mike G gets that apron and shoots up the racetrack, that's going to give the lead over to Story Square. As you've got a pack of 7 cars up there, then it's about a second and a half back to myself and Warpig here. As Warpig's going to get the apron, and he's going to lose that spot to me as I move up to the 8th spot. Tires might be interesting here.
Yeah. My YouTube just...
What happened?
Oh, no, my YouTube on the other TV kicked me out. I'm still on. Don't worry, I got the broadcast going yet.
Good.
No, we're good there.
Uh-oh.
No, that's why I didn't want to say too much. That's all. I started saying YouTube, and I'm like, no. Didn't want to alarm anybody.
Oh, I should also mention, we're going to collect, I guess, average finishes. I don't know if we collected the average finishes from from Iowa or not, but the winner of the average finishes tonight should be getting a trophy of some sorts from Chase Beatty. So, as well as Sharp's going to make them a graphic, so whoever has the highest average finish should be scoring that.
Oh, yeah, I did read something. Yeah, maybe, yeah. It was something that was in the works, so yeah. So let's get back to the... So now we're back up to the front here. We got the 16 of Story Square is leading the pack right now with a side-by-side battle for second between Sauce and Mike G. So basically, behind the leader, oh, Mike G is going to get shuffled a little bit. They were 2x2x2 behind the leader, but now they kind of mixed it up a little bit as the 20 of Mike G is falling back a few car spots with Sauce, and the 47, is that probably, no, who was driving that 47? Guardian's moved his way up into that second spot, followed closely by the 9 of Sharp, as the 20 of Mike G slides down behind him on the bottom level, which leaves Sauce in that 25 riding the top line all by himself, but I'm sure he's going to drop down here into the bottom to get in line with these guys to pick up the draft here as soon as he can. But as we say that, the number 20 of Mike G, now they do go 2x2 again, so these guys are definitely moving and grooving out there. They're not settled riding around like a train at the bottom of the track. So far it's been good racing here out of this front pack. Um, then we got a little bit of a distance to the next group of guys. We got WRX Mike, we got Clay, Warpig, and Puddin'.
Yeah, I had to get out of leading that pack. Too tight in clean air. So trying to keep it behind these two guys right here. This is an opportune time for me to talk about my paint scheme. So if you want to put it on me for just a second here. I don't want to talk too long because the racing up front's really nice, but kind of looking at my paint scheme, I'm riding the number 15 Chevy Camaro tonight. For some of y'all that don't know, Tatty's dad was an avid racer, and if you're friends with Tatty on Facebook, one of the pictures he posted of his dad recently was of his dad and his car that he raced. At a certain point in his life, he drove the black and red number 15. So this is a throwback to Tatty's dad's paint scheme that he ran a while back. So this is also for Tatty.
Yeah, really good job there, Clay. That's pretty stand-up of you. I'm sure Clay, when Tatty sees this, if he's watching it live or eventually he'll see it, he'll see that, and that's pretty cool there, man. Well, let's get back up. We're going to go back up to the lead because I think now we got the number 42, and probably your dad is challenging for this lead. So, yeah, these guys are definitely mixing it up here. So yeah,
it's a draft track. We're trying to work our way back up here as it stands, and we are making time. So
yeah, riding around here with Mike G and then number 20, and he's in that 6th spot. But just like that, in about a half a lap, him and P. Cole are going to suck back up to the back of these guys. I could see that second year pack, Clay, coming here. I could see you guys in the camera shot. Oh, big wreck. Story Square knows the wall hard. Unfortunate for him. I don't know what started that or how that all came about, but
yeah, I don't know what happened there. But it all went down for that 16, so he'll have to gather that 16 back up and get it back going again. So that's going to bring that front pack down to 6 cars now, as we're 14 laps into this race with 28 to go.
Oh, contact again. These guys are staying plenty aggressive. There's contact there between Sauce, the 19 of Piccola, and the 9 of Sharp there in the middle of that turn. But they're all able to keep it straight, gathered up. So yeah, the number 42, probably your dad, is still your leader. With the number 25 of Sauce down below him, getting a run underneath. He's getting some help from the 47 of Guardian. Could he push that 25 to the lead? And I believe he has.
25 is Sauce.
Yep, so 25 of Sauce is now your leader.
Oh, speaking of home races, which we'll be doing a couple of Tatty's home races, this is the home race for Sauce, so the Atlanta native takes the point.
Riding along with the number 9 of Sharp here, riding around in that 4th place spot. As he's giving a little push to that 42 of probably your dad. He backs off a little bit, maybe hopefully to get a run. He's got the 19 of Piccola Gator up on behind him as they kind of move up to the high side. And the 9 goes way high. He takes the 19 with him as they're looking to make it 3 wide here through the corner. Oh, the number 20 hits the apron and spins. Mike G, I believe he gathered up, hit the apron, and he has totally looped it. The rest of the field looks like they got by him. No one else got collected in it.
Warpig very nearly got collected up in that one. back there behind me.
So number 25, Long Live the Sauce, there is a race leader, followed by the number 42, probably your dad, with Picola Gator and that number 19 Toyota in third. As he goes to the high side and see if anybody follows him, he does not. He clears back down underneath. He gets a run underneath, probably your dad, to move into that sixth spot as he goes high now to see if he can get a run off for the lead with some help from Sharp in that 9. They just don't have enough to clear the leader of Sauce here in that 25. So it's interesting. Picola made a move from the inside or outside down to the inside. He passed and moved back up. He looks like he had a good theory there, but he just kind of stalled out there with that last move going to the high side. Didn't have enough help to get him by that 25.
Picola's a recent winner at Atlanta too, I believe, in a photo finish with Tatty. I believe that was season 3 of, maybe that was actually last season of Cobra at Atlanta in the Cup Series.
Yeah, I believe you're right. I think that was last season. So we got 23 of 42 riding along with Sauce here. You're still your race leader. So as I say that, the number 9 gets a push from the 42. Is he going to lose his lead here? He stuffs it down in there low on the bottom. He'll be able to hold these guys off, but it looks like the number 9 is going to have a little bit too much for him on the outside. If he gets some help from the 19, Picola, enough to push him past the 25, but he just can't get it. I'm telling you what, that 25 is fighting hard. I mean, he's taken multiple charges from these guys, and he's able to hold them off. But right now it looks like that outside line might have a little edge because it's a 3-on-2 battle with Sharp, Picola, and Guardian there up top. But the two guys on the bottom, probably your dad and Sauce, are holding them off on that lower line. And it looks like that second pack might be catching here a little bit. Clay,
Not really.
Not really? Okay. It just looked
really.
like you guys were getting closer there in that one camera shot.
Yeah, and I just got tight and up the racetrack there, so. It's so important to stay in line here, or you just simply lose time there. That's the first mistake that I've really made in this race. Warpig made that same mistake about 10 laps ago, so we've struggled to kind of stay in line a little bit here.
So I believe we got one of our viewers. I believe that's, if I'm not mistaken, and if I'm correct, Sandra Nielsen. Glad to have you. I believe that's Guardian. Is that Guardian's grandmother or something I've read?
I am not 100% sure about that.
Yeah. But if you are, if you're not, glad to have you watching. We're doing a special race. She put in a comment, yay, another race. She's got some hearts on there. So glad you're checking us out tonight, Sandra. This is a little bit of a benefit race for Tatty's. It's called, as you can see it, it's called the Tatty Turkey Road Challenge. It's a little benefit race we're putting on for Aqua Tatty, who lost his father about a week and a half ago. And we took up some donations. He has a GoFundMe page to help pay for his father's funeral costs. So here at Cobra, guys kind of come up with the idea to put a little bit of a benefit race together. So glad you're here checking it out, Sandra. That's just a little backstory why we're running here tonight with the Cup cars. And yeah, I hope you enjoy the racing. So far we had one race at Iowa. We're at race number 2 here from Atlanta. And I believe we got 3 more runs to go. We're running third. Oh, we got another wreck. The 47 of Guardian has spun. I'm not sure the contact on that one was. Again, I just caught him in the camera shot. But once again, Sandra, thanks for joining us and watching Cobra E Racing Series. So we go back up to the leader. The Sauce is still your leader. He has fought off multiple challenges here from guys throughout this race, but he's maintained to keep that lead. Now he's got the number 42 of Probably Your Dad behind him, followed by the 9 of Sharp and the 19 of P. Cola, the 41 of WRX Mike. Let's see what we got going here. We got the 37 of Turf Tech, followed back by the number 43 of Puddin' Knievel. Like we mentioned before, Turf Tech is running actually Tatty's car tonight. So Tatty usually drives a 37 for Venom Motorsports. He's captain, and Turf Tech is one of his drivers and has taken the opportunity to take the wheel out there in this special race and get Tatty's car out there for everybody.
Yeah, that last incident with Guardian going around caught me and Warpig up in that, so we've lost track with WRX Mike there a little bit. Me more so than Warpig, though, as it's WRX Mike 5th and Warpig there in 6th. And I ride 7th. Gonna be coming to 10 laps to go this time by.
Big time contact here between the 25 and 9 as the 9 went to the outside to make a run on. I see Sauce was doing a little leaning. I believe that's him moving up the track, was leaning on the 9 here to get it, to be able to fight him off again. We'll see if the number 9 is actually going to put up with that, or he's going to make up for have his own strategy here at the end. But well, yeah, like I said, number 25 of Sauce is still your leader with the 9 of Sharp, the 42 of Probably Your Dad, and the 19 of P. Cola Gator. Is you're running your top 4 here in this front pack. And yes, that is Guardian's Granny. Well, like I said, glad to have you out watching. So the interesting thing is going to be here is if these guys can figure a way to get around that 25, because he's actually battled everybody off that's come up and challenged him for the lead. So we're going to see interesting here how it's going to come down as P. Cola now moves into that second spot, followed by Sharp and Probably Your Dad. With that second pack of WRX Mike, Warpig, and Mike G.
Mike G is not for position. He's 12th.
He's 12th? Okay, yeah,
Remember, he was caught up in an earlier wreck.
My bad, yep.
Mike, WRX Mike, that is, as well as Warpig, that's a battle for 5th.
So because we're coming down to what, 8 laps to go, 7 laps to go?
7.
7 laps to go.
They just took 6 to go.
So 6 to go. Can the 25 along with the Sauce hold on for 6 more laps as these guys are all behind him trying to figure a way to get around him. I'm guarantee someone's going to make a move here when the time is right. I got a feeling this is going to be a barn burner of a finish. These guys keep rotating behind the 25. But if that second pack of cars, that second pack of 3 could get up to these leaders, it could be interesting.
I don't think they will. Yeah, I just don't think they will. Mike G's on a lot fresher tires. He pitted about 20 laps ago. Right after his wreck is when he pitted. He's on much fresher tires compared to WRX Mike and Warpig there. So I just don't think so. As you see him getting around those two right there.
Now the 42 moves his way up into that second spot, followed by the 9 and the 19. So it's pretty wild up front here. I'm assuming Sauce is probably white knuckled in by now, I would say, because he's been racing hard this whole race, holding these guys off. I mean, it hasn't been just guys rotating leads, but I mean, for the last, I don't know how many laps. I mean, that 25 has been your race leader, and he's had quite a few challenges.
3 to go. 3 to go.
So we're down to 3 to go. Do these guys behind the 25 have anything for him coming down here toward the end of this race? Or can Sauce hold on to win at his home track here at Atlanta?
Two to go.
We're going to be coming out of 4 here to get that white flag. And that's going to give us 1 to go. We're going to see if those guys behind Sauce, if he can, as he moves to the high side, the number 9 is down below. He's going to move to the bottom and throw a block. Yes, he does. He blocks him off going into 1. We'll see if that 9 and that 42 or 19 can set something up to get by him. He stays at the bottom. Oh, he goes to block, but it's not there. 9 of Sharp is on the outside of him. Can he hold it off with the number 19 of Pico Gator going to the bottom, the 3 wide? Coming down to the flag, it's going to be Picola. And your winner...
Picola wins another photo finish.
Picola pulls it off on a last lap race win when Sauce, the number 9, goes to the top side to get a run on the 25. The 25 goes to throw a block. It's too late. So that puts them 2 wide, and then P with serious momentum dives underneath the both of them, puts them 3 wide through 3 and 4 to take that win. Pretty impressive their move there at the end there by the number 19. Congratulations, number 19 of Pico Gator there for that Atlanta win. I can honestly say that was very exciting move there, the way that ended up. Kudos to number 25 at Long Live the Sauce. I believe he finished second, ended up finishing second. But he led most of that race, and he was able to fight off multiple challenges, but he couldn't block 2 guys at once, or not block, but fend off 2 guys at once at the end there, and unfortunately he came up a little short. So I'm going to be jumping back out. Well,
I am also going to be.
These guys are going to be Clay is going to be jumping back in the booth with us. But as we get the next round set up, I did believe I seen I believe I seen some 18 guys checking out the video. Any of you guys that are racing Cobra, you guys out there watching, if anybody's watching and you feel like running a couple races here, I believe we have an couple open spots, donated spots yet. So reach out. We can get you an invite if you guys want to jump in. We've still got 3 races to go here tonight. We're running little 13% races here at a few tracks for Tatty's father's benefit funeral costs. So anybody out there that's watching that is in the league and want to do some racing here tonight yet, jump on in, guys.
Yep, and there goes the link again. I just posted the link there in the YouTube chat again. If you'd like to donate to this this occasion, I was wanting to get an updated count on where we sit now. Now they have a $5,000 goal, but the whole point of this is to stress that every dollar counts. And right now they're sitting at $455, which is not much compared to what their goal is, but what matters is that there's people that care about this family, and that's kind of what we're pushing here tonight. So if you feel led to give, the link's going to be here for probably a long time now. It's been going for 5 days already. So as long as this link is up and you feel like donating to it, the link is there in the YouTube. It's been posted 2 or 3 times now, and so we're getting ready to move on to race number 3 for Tatty.
Yeah, and race number 3 is going to be Chicagoland.
which reportedly is Tatty's favorite track. So
So once again, the guy with the fastest lap the last race was Story Square. Unfortunately, he got caught up in a little incident there early in the race, but he is your fast lap winner from Atlanta. So he'll be starting on the pole with Guardian having their second fastest lap. He is going to be outside pole. So yeah, as we get to green light to join again, hopefully, or we'll get another set of invites.
Sauce saying in the Discord, Picola Gator stole a home track win from me, lol. Tatty would be proud.
Yeah, I believe he
Somehow I
would be.
agree with
Yeah.
that.
Yep. I believe, very much believe that. Yeah, he'll be. If once Tatty sees this, he'll see that move that Picola put on the end, and he'll be pretty excited about that. Tatty is don't. It's not the wrong way. I'm not saying in a bad way, but yeah, Tatty makes moves like that. He's a racer. He's a pure racer, man. I mean, you give him an inch, and he's going to take a mile. So, uh, but yeah, that's kind of racing that Tatty's always liked. Yeah, he's a believer of that kind of racing. But yeah, I'm sure when he sees that, he's going to be pretty excited about that.
Also want to give a shout out to all of the people that are not only in this race, but others that couldn't make it that also donated to this race. Marini, a guy that's been racing here in Cobra for a while, donated, I believe, $20 to fill in 2 spots tonight. And as well, Sauce is racing with us tonight, but he donated some spots as well for others to race in. And I was trying to see who else. Colleague fan, I know he also gave, but he is not feeling well tonight, so he could not race. I was trying to see who else gave, but is not with us. Jose Protege gave to this, but he is not with us tonight. And I believe the same can be said for RJ Smitty, perhaps. I might be wrong about that, but he was also on the list of guys that gave to this cause or contributed something in some way. So just want to thank those guys for what they've done.
Yeah, I also want to thank those guys. You know, guys that, like I said, that donated, but were not able to race. Kudos to you guys, colleague Jose Smitty. If I missed anybody that Clay just said, but yeah, good job, guys. Uh, but yeah, that's the kind of people that are, you know, there are good people in this world yet, and like I said, we've all had our say with Tatty. I'm sure everybody in here has probably had a word or two with Tatty. But you know, at the end of the day, he's still he's one of the e-racing brothers. You can almost look at him being a kind of a pioneer of league racing. I mean, like I said, it goes all the way back even before GC Sports. I believe he was part of the Cringe Giggity whole deal. I'm not too
Oh yeah.
familiar on that whole, you know, we're going way that far back. But I mean, this guy's been, like I said, you could basically say he's kind of a pioneer of this whole league racing thing. So once you become a e-racing, these guys, you're always going to have that togetherness, I
We're good
should
to join.
say.
We're good to join. We're good to join.
So, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and join here. We'll get going from Chicago.
lot of folks excited for this race here at Chicagoland. This is one of the favorite 1.5 milers on the game for a lot of people. This is the home race for another driver, which we'll get to here in just a moment for Chicagoland. But let's get into this race. The third of 5 races here tonight. It's Story Square out front in this one, leading the way. Probably your dad there in second. Third place right now is Picola Gator, but the guy that I want to talk about here, Butters, is the guy that's now behind him there in position number 4. This is WRX Mike. Talked a little bit about him in the first couple races, but this is his home racetrack. He calls Chicago home, and so he's looking for a win at his home racetrack. We'll see if he can get the win in that number 41.
Yeah, a little tidbit I did not know that this is actually WRX Mike's kind of Chicago area is where he's from. Just like I said, he's new to Cobra this year. So far, with a little bit of chatting that I've done with him one-on-one, and also I've seen him in the Discord chat. Real privilege to have him here in Cobra. He seems like a decent guy, and he's a positive guy out there so far. But yeah, I did not realize that this is the area where he's from, out by Chicago. So yeah, he's at his racetrack. Let's see if he's got enough to get up front there and push
some
for
contact. The 16, the 42 puts the 19 in the wall a little bit there. Some contact being going on between the 16, the 42, the 19. Just some tight racing there. 3 wide is really hard to do at this racetrack. As that 41 is able to go for that lead. Funny thing here, WRX Mike saying hometown track for me, but also my kryptonite track. So, oh man.
One thing I want to point out is I'm looking at that number 9 as Sharp. It looks like like through a beauty pageant where people make wardrobe changes. This guy jumps out and changes his paint scheme on his 9 car. So that's pretty cool. He's driving that number 9 pink Hooters car now. So leave it to Sharp to come up with ideas like that.
Yeah, these guys are just dicing it up here again.
Yeah, it's cool to be able to watch these guys race this hard and close. I know, like I said, in Atlanta we had a couple contact and a couple guys got hit the apron. But
more contact. 41 and 9 making a little bit of contact there. The 9 trying to stay on the 41's quarter panel. The 41 saying, not so fast, my friend. And it is absolute chaos up here, the 42 and 47 with a little bit of contact there on that outside lane. A stack up there.
Yeah, and these guys are talented enough. They're able to race like this and put on a show. That, you know, they can feel this pretty comfortable racing like this tight. Because they're getting to know each other. And like I was saying, these guys are... none of these guys are really no slouches out there, so... It just shows that these guys can put on a show, tight race, and it's not just a boring follow-the-leader type races. These guys are getting after it.
And now we've talked all year about how we have 3 completely different fields that are learning how to work with each other. Let's throw a 4th field in here. These guys all run different series in here. Some of these guys run in the same series, but they don't all run in the same series here in Cobra. So these guys are also getting used to each other, at least for this evening.
Right, we have contact between 16 and 25 again. We're still bouncing off each other out there.
Just tight. I think that 16 is just super, super loose. Something like that, because he really wants to stay on that bottom lane, which suggests to me actually that he would be more tight than loose, but he's stuck up there on that outside lane for the time being.
As the 25 makes a dive to the bottom there. He took a couple cars with him, but he still doesn't have enough to fight off the 41 of WRX Mike.
See, the 14 of Brinkerhoff has made it back into this race after lagging out of the previous race. He's back here with Warpig, as the rest of the pack appears to be pretty much up here towards the front. I think we got Puddin back here towards the back, who has completely lost the draft at this point. So Puddin just riding around here, having a good time here tonight.
Yeah, that's what I just wanted to mention. You know, Puddin is really a good friend of Tatty's.
Oh, a lot of contact there, Rick and Big.
We got a wreck.
There are no cautions. Crucially, no cautions in this race.
So it is.
So that's Guardian. That's probably your dad. Who else was caught up in that one?
I'm not 100% sure. Was Sauce? Nope, Sauce is your leader.
Nope, Sauce is the leader. Really, I think it was the 47 and the 42. With those guys, I believe it was just a situation where it was just 4 wide that was not working out.
Right.
There. Not sure who made it 4 wide or how we got to a 4 wide situation, but that did not work out there. It started towards the back of the pack here. I believe the 19 and the 20 were in this mix. The 37 of Turf Tech puts the 19 up and into the outside wall. Goodness, a lot of aggressive racing here.
It looks like we're at Sauce just took the lap. It's 13 of 35. So, but since it kind of calmed down here, like I said, I was going to chat a little bit about Puddin. Puddin goes kind of way back with Tatty a little bit on league racing as far as running leagues and stuff. But I just want to shout out to Puddin for jumping in and doing this tonight. I know he does a lot of iRacing. He's kind of went away. I think it's been a hot minute or two since he's done any Heat 5 racing. I know he was late to get in. He jumped in and we told him what was going on. He said, yeah, for sure, let me get my stuff hooked up. I want to do this. So, yeah, he's like you said, he's out there turning laps. He's having some fun, but he's out here for the cause. He's out here to support Tatty and yeah, just going forward. But shout out to Puddin, man. That
25 got the wall there off of turn number 3, and that's going to allow both the 41 and the 9 to stack up to the inside of the 25, taking that spot away. Now here comes the 16, looking for that 3rd spot on Sauce. But it's Sharp that's going to work to the inside of this 41. Will the 41 be able to make the move to clear the 9? It's going to be tight-headed down here into 1 and 2. Believe the 9 is going to have that freedom, but the 9 gets the apron there. That's going to allow the 16 to jump under the nose of the 9, or under the inside of the 9. Man, if I could actually English tonight, that would be super nice. But we've got a battle ongoing for position number 2. Sharp and Story Square battling for this 2nd position on the racetrack.
Sauce, I got to step away. Clay, I got to stop away for a minute. I got the camera on Sauce, so I'll be right back.
And you can see Sauce there working to the inside of the 9 of Sharp, as they're going to battle for that 3rd spot, and it's going to leave the 41 and the 16 to battle for position number 1 here on the racetrack, as the 37, 20, and what number is Warpig racing? Warpig is also racing the 20. So the 20, and the 37 trying to work their way back up to this lead pack. They just about might get it done here. As we've got a battle for the race lead, as the 16 is going to go to the inside of the 41. As Sharp is going to have to pick a lane to go here, and he's going to go with that 16. Going to give a 16 the shove down into the corner. The 16 is going to pretty well clear the 41, but look at this run the outside on the 41 off of turn 4. Sauce is going to go with him, though, so it's basically 2 by 2 here. That 16 is going to stick to the bottom lane, but he has no helpers on the bottom lane. But he's going to be able to fall right in behind this 41. As you see the 25 of Sauce get that outside wall a little bit, that might invite the 37 and the 20 into this battle. As the 16 is going to jump to the high side of the 41. The 41 kind of closes the door a little bit. A little bit of contact on entry. That's going to allow the 9 to shoot under this 16. And he very well may go for the lead. Yes, he will. Here comes the 9 of Sharp to the inside of the 41 of WRX Mike. They're still side by side here into 3. Sauce thought about a 3 wide move through the middle there, but it's not quite going to work out. He's going to have to stick behind this 9 of Sharp. What will Story Square do now? Will he stick behind this 41, or will he go with the 9 and 25? It's the 9 that gets clear for the race lead, with the 25 of Sauce clearing WRX Mike for the second spot. The positions change hands a little bit here. 16 gives the 41 a shove down into the corner. Now here comes the 37 of Turf Tech, now into the mix. Welcome back, Turf Tech, and as well, Mike G now makes this a 6-car pack. WRX Mike looked underneath Sauce there for a second, but it didn't work out. It's Sharp still holding on to this race lead right now. Butters, are you back? He is not. Okay. So we're going to keep rolling here. I don't know how many laps to go we have. It would be nice to know how many laps to go, but we're moving forward here. A 3 wide move for the race lead. Let me get to this real quick. Sauce shooting the middle between WRX Mike as well as the 9 of Sharp for that race lead. Let me see if I can get a lap counter here real quick. But Sauce gets away with the lead. Look at this 3 and 4 wide action back here. Sauce is flying away with the lead. We're 3 and 4 wide down here. The 37 goes around. The 37 of Turf Tech has wrecked on the front straightaway with 11 laps to go. It's the 25 of Sauce with the lead. The 41 of WRX Mike is in second. Mike G now finds himself in the 3rd spot. But Sauce has the battle come back his way as the 41 of WRX Mike works off of turn 4, and he's got to run down this front straightaway. 10 laps to go here from Chicagoland. When does the 41 think about a move here?
Big run by the 16. He drives up and bumps the number 20 as we come down. What'd you say, 10 to go, 4 or 9 to go?
This is now 9 to go.
Yeah, so can the number 41 of WRX Mike have anything for the 25? Can he get by him without help?
Oh, 41 got really, really loose off of turn 2. That's going to bring everyone else back to him here, which could be bad news for Sauce, as him and Mike were basically gone. And now we've got Mike beside of Mike here. Mike v. Mike for position number 2. I've been waiting to say that all year. And now we've got this going on for the first time this year. WRX Mike against Mike G. Who is the better Mike right now? He's got the 41 on the outside, the 20 on the inside. The 41 clears for the moment. Can Sauce hold him off again?
Yeah, Sauce has found his way to get in the lead of these races, and he's been able to fight challenges off here the last 2 tracks. So, yeah, like Clay said, does he have enough? Can he hold him off this time or this time?
7 laps to go. Mike is going to stay on the back bumper of that 25, not wanting to make a move too early. The 16 gives the 20 a little bit of a shove here. Now the 16 is going to dive his nose under the 41. Story Square making a run back towards the front here. It's no holds bar as we're about to get to 6 laps to go. Look at that 16 fly off into the corner. Got that 9 of Sharp right there behind him. There's going to be 6 laps to go. We'll see if they catch this lap traffic up here that just entered turn number 1. But it's Sauce with the lead. This is the time to lay all the cards on the table. Does anyone have anything for this 25? 5 to go. The battle is for third. It's Mike G and Story Square side by side again. And now the other Mike, WRX Mike, going to throw it to the inside of the 16. Oh, the 41 gets the apron a little bit, and he gets into the side of the 16. That's tough break for both of them, but they're still here with this lead pack.
I don't think it hurt them too much.
Nothing lost. Here comes the 9 for the race lead. Sharp wants the lead. We're going to get 4 laps to go this time by. What can these guys do? Here comes a shove down the backstretch from the 20 going to the 25. But the 41 is going to give his own shove to the 16. Man, the 16 comes a hair of the 9's bumper there. But it's the 16 getting cleared for position number 2. This is going to be chaos here. Sharp takes 3 to go. They are going to catch this lap traffic, so what is that going to do? This is going to be an insane finish. Can Sharp hold them off? Driving that number 9. Sharp's going to come off turn 4. He's going to have 2 laps to go in that number 9. What will these lap cars do to play a role in this one? Can they stay in front of the leaders? I don't know that they will. Sharp's going to get their draft down the back straightaway here. Sauce trying to keep it within a hair. As they dive off, we're going to get the 25 into the back of the 9 a little bit. The 43 is going to go a lap down here. As we're going to come off turn 4 and see the white flag here. It's the 9 and the 25 right now, battling it out for the race lead. The 47 and 19 are not in the picture. They are a lap down. The 16's going to move the 20 up the racetrack a little bit. As Sauce gets loose, a lag spike from the 9 of Sharp is going to back the 25 up. As they head into 3 and 4, it's going to be Sharp leading the charge off of turn 4. And off of turn 4, it's going to be Sharp scoring his second victory of the night. And finishing second again is the 16 of Story Square, as Sauce goes wrecking across the start-finish line.
And there you have it, your second for win number 2, the number 9 of Sharp tonight, getting his second victory here. With his first win at Iowa, is now a second win here at Chicago. So, congratulations, number 9. You're 2 for 3 here tonight so far, and good racing, boys.
Sauce, if you're listening, please scroll down and show me the rest of the results, because I'm watching your stream right now. Thank you. Or not. I got it. So I'm going to stick in for this race, because we're headed for New Hampshire next.
There you have it. We're running New Hampshire. Be track number 4. Yeah, track race number 4 coming up here. Like I said, we're going to New Hampshire next. Clay says he's going to be running this one.
My favorite track. Well, my
So
second favorite track. Sharp is the fastest lap. He will be on pole. Mike G will go second. Pete Cola, the third fastest time. Turf Tech will start fourth. Sauce will start fifth. Probably Your Dad will start in the sixth spot. WRX Mike will go seventh. Warpig will go eighth. Brinkerhoff will go ninth. Guardian will go 10th. Puddin 11th. And myself in the 12th spot. We have lost Story Square, it appears. Story Square is back into the race now. Looks like he got kicked out. Let me get you another invite there.
it looks like we got ourselves a 39 lap race here from New Hampshire, gang.
Yep.
Looks like our, like you said, you probably said it already, but Sharp is our pole sitter. And starting outside on the front row will be Mike G. So yeah, it's going to be another probably another wild race here. So a little bit of a shorter track. New Hampshire is. I believe it's not so much draft dependent, but I believe the draft still is on high. So these guys are going to probably still feel effects of it. I believe so. Well, once again, shout out to all the drivers tonight for taking the time and putting a little donation to Tatty's GoFundMe page for funeral costs of his father, which he lost
Yep.
about a week and a half ago. And I believe anybody out there watching, the link is in on the Twitter, or you'll find the link.
Yep, I
And
just posted it again in the YouTube chat.
so there you go. Clay just posted again in the YouTube chat. Anybody, if you don't see this till tomorrow or a day after, if you feel like you want to give a little bit towards the cost, feel free. Us at Cobra E-Racing Series will totally appreciate anything that people are willing to give to help out Tatty and his family in this time of sorrow. That it's tough to lose a loved one here around the holidays. It's tough to lose a loved one any time of the year, but I've lost grandparents between Thanksgiving and Christmas, and it's a tough deal. I still got my parents around, so I don't know much about that as far as that, but it's a tough deal always around the holidays when you lose a loved one. So just if Tatty you're watching we're still thinking of you, buddy. I hope you're enjoying the racing so far, and looking forward to chatting with you again here soon when you get back from New Hampshire. So yeah, just peace with you and all your family out there, buddy. So as we're waiting here, it looks like the timer is going.
Yep.
So once I see them join the race, I will join. Or Clay will tell me when to join, because I'm sure you guys are ahead of me, or this will be ahead of me than the YouTube, or I should say sausage stream.
Yep, you're good to join.
So just waiting to load up.
This is Tatty's home racetrack, so this is kind of a special one too. Comparatively speaking, Watkins Glen's also his home track, but Tatty is from New Hampshire, so this was one we were like, yep, it's got to be on the schedule.
Right. As far as many of you all know that, he grew up in New Hampshire. We all know that he lives in Oklahoma now, but this is where he grew up.
Go ahead. It's already chaos.
Oh, like I said, like Clay mentioned, this is New Hampshire is where he grew up, so there's a little bit more special of a racetrack meeting that on here on this tonight because we just knew. I don't know if I ever heard Tatty mention good things about it. I don't know if he likes this track or not, actually racing on the game, but like Clay said, it's home track. It had to be on here, so. So it looks like, like you said, it looks like it's started out pretty wild here. It looks like we got Sharp in the lead yet, followed by Mike G, and then Picola in 19 in the first three spots. Followed by probably your
3
dad.
and 4 wide back here.
And right along with it, with the 37 at Turf Tech, followed by there, I see Clay is following Turf Tech. But yeah, it looks like we got a good pack here in the mid pack.
It is tight racing.
So another 39 lap shootout here from New Hampshire for race number 4 tonight here from the Tatty Turkey Road Challenge. To benefit his father's untimely passing, funeral benefits, help the family with funeral costs. Yeah, that second pack is pretty wild. We got a pack of 4 run up front, then the next group of guys are all together here in that second pack. Spread up a little bit, but there's still plenty of tight racing going on. As the number 25 of Sauce and the 16 of Story Square make contact coming off the corner with the 47 of Guardian right there as he's down on the apron. I can't believe he missed that inside wall of 47.
Yeah, I can't believe he didn't wreck.
Yeah.
It is, I'll tell you what. I'm running a 7 bar and I am very tight. I should have ran like an 8 or a 9 because I am plowing tight. This is, again, one of those racetracks like Phoenix. We were at Phoenix for the Xfinity and Cup races here in Cobra last week. This is one of those tracks where people have different places that they break. So it's really easy to run into the back of someone there. And not even mean to. Like, it's kind of just tough.
Yeah, I mean, it's virtually impossible to not make contact like that, like you said. Everybody's got different entries and different braking points. So just because somebody beats on your bumper a little bit doesn't necessarily mean they're doing it on purpose or whatever. They're just, obviously they're being able to brake a little later or drive it in a little deeper and brake later than the car in front of them. So it's just the nature of the game. But yeah, your leader, number 9 here, still your leader with the 42 of probably your dad is running second, 19 of Picola Gator running third, and the 20 of Mike G is your 4th place car right now.
The important thing to consider, though, is that these cars are going to loosen up significantly. Like, we're 9 laps into this race. I'm already turning much better. Like, outside of Watkins Glen, this is the most technical track we're going to go to tonight because it's all about where you enter at this track.
Right, for sure.
And there's multiple different entry points that work. But most guys that I know of that have had success here really shoot for that middle groove on corner entry. And so that's what I'm shooting for. Now that doesn't mean I'm getting there.
Yeah, I really can't give much advice when it comes to actually racing tracks because these tracks that require, these guys that can brake, that need to brake in the corner. See, I'm the driver that doesn't really use his brake pedal. I'm more of
Oh,
a,
37 of Turf Tech goes around.
Yep, I caught that. When I'm racing, I'm more of a just let off it and roll through the corner. I'm not much of a brake guy, so that's where I probably struggle most of the time because I'm just rolling through the corners most of the time when it comes to these tracks. But yeah, like I said, everybody's got different entry points and braking points. It looks like they like try to enter in that middle groove, like you said, Clay. Try to set the car towards the bottom and then kind of drift up towards the top, coming out of exit. So there kind of almost looks like a little bit of a diamond effect, if I could say. Someone else is spinning.
Yep.
P. Cola has hit the wall. He's spun out in the front stretch. Back stretch, sorry, my bad. But he's back under power or back underway. As 47 makes contact with the wall.
I see Tatty out in the YouTube land has tuned into the stream. Buddy, I hope you're enjoying the racing tonight. He said, thank you guys so much. This means so much to me. He says that he's in New Hampshire right now for the funeral. Uh-oh, I got the wall there. He said he hates racing here on console, but he's been here to the track 100 times, about 100 times.
Hey, glad you joined in, buddy.
If Tatty is... Tatty, tell us, are you still in here right now? If you're in here still, comment and tell us that, because if so, I've got something for you.
Yeah, Tatty, buddy, don't worry. We're all thinking of you here in Cobra. Prayers go out to you and your family. Hope,
24 laps to go.
A little bit of entertainment here. Put on a Sunday night show for anybody, like I said. Glad you could actually join in and watch it. If you get some time on your hands, you maybe watch it from the beginning, which I'm sure you will. But glad you joined in, brother.
Put the camera on me for a second, in the event that he's still watching.
There you go. It's on you.
Well, so Tatty, if you're still watching, as you can see, as I just killed the wall, I am running that black and red number 15 that should be also familiar to you, for you and your dad there. I know he ran that number and that kind of color base. I saw the picture on your Facebook there. Hopefully you really appreciate this paint scheme that I put on for you right here. Rolling out in position number 8 right now. Little tight and whatnot, but hopefully you enjoy seeing that black and red number 15 out on track for your dad. You can go back to the leaders now if you want to.
Yep, I'm on them. So it looks like, is it probably your dad in the lead now? He was able to get that lead from the 9 to Sharp? Looks like it. So yeah, we'll go back up here, back with the race here. Like I said, still following the number 9 is Sharp, as he's running in second place behind the number 42 of Probably Your Dad, if I have that correct. I have a little spread out with the number 16 of Story Square running third, and the number 20 of Mike G running fourth. I know Piccolo was running up there for a little bit, but he had an instance a few laps back. I put him back towards the back of the track. It looks like he's actually left the race. So I don't know if he's just going to sit until the last race. I'm sure he will be. It's a road course. I'm sure he'll be back for that, so I think he's just sitting.
Oh, yeah, he'll be fired up for the road course.
The 37 is also sitting on pit road, so I'm assuming these guys are just going to wait it out until the last race here from Watkins Glen, and they'll both be back in there. So it looks like we got basically a two-car battle here for the lead with 42 of Probably Your Dad. I don't know if he's starting to get a tinge on the loose side. I see him kind of chasing that rear end a little bit coming off the corners, which is giving the 9 an opportunity to get back to him. But it just seems like the 42, once he can gather it, he's just got a better drive off the corner than the 9.
Yeah, I think if anything, he'd be loose. I don't think you'll be seeing him getting super tight unless he completely misses the corner on entry.
Right.
You're just not going to see guys get super tight. And especially on exit, you're not going to see people getting tight. If anything, they'll be super loose. And I am finding myself super loose here. You got Guardian, who's running in the 6th spot. WRX Mike is 7th. I am 8th. Warpig is 9th. Brink is 10th. And Puddin will be 11th. If you were looking for the remainder of the field. There.
Thank you. Yep. Yeah, these guys are spread out enough now. I'm just kind of going through the camera shots here. It looks like we got 4, that'd be 13 laps to go.
No, I've got 14 to go.
14 to go?
I just took 14. They're getting ready. The leader's about to take 13.
Okay. So yeah, riding around with Warpig. Here at number 20, kind of riding alone by himself in that green and yellow number 20 Chevy Camaro. Riding along here with the number 14 of Brink. One of the mainstays of this whole event. I believe it was Brink that came to the table with this idea.
No, that was me.
It was Clay? Okay, sorry.
It was me. It was me and Brink. I won't take full credit for it.
No, that's why I said I know you two were the mainstay behind it. You guys did most of the talking right away when it was brought up, and yeah, like I said, pretty much you two admins were the backbone of this whole event. So just want to give diligence where it's due. So credit.
Just want to say this too. I said it at the top of the broadcast. I'm hoping that Tatty's still either watching and or listening. But the big thing here, you got to change for the race lead there if you want to put it on the lead for a second. Sharp just took the lead away from Probably Your Dad. But Tatty has done these types of benefit races and fundraisers for other drivers. I was talking about the work he did to help out Robbie Racing here about a year ago, when Robbie had some struggles of his own. So it's always nice to return the favor to a guy who has done good work for other drivers in their time of struggle. So
right, like we said, Tatty has a big heart. Like I said, he's done things for people like that. Like you said, going back to Robbie Racing, I believe Robbie had an issue with his house. His house got flooded. I think that's what it was, and he lost quite a bit of stuff. And Tatty went right out and put a benefit race on. I know he raised a boatload of money for him for that. Uh, I know he had some time that he put together, but I mean it doesn't matter. It's just like I said, returning the favor. The guy's got a big heart. He's a jokester. He's quite the character. Uh, he knows how to get under people's skin in a good way. Because I've been known to be swearing at him under my breath, but all at the end of the day, man. Like I said, I refer to these guys as brothers because at least once, twice a week, we're all together on a night doing some racing and BSing, and there's nothing better than that than be able to hang out. Who else can you hang out with a bunch of guys across the country, other countries, and be able to spend time like this? I mean, that's one thing I look at this racing league stuff, Clay, is just to be able to that you notice that you're talking to people all throughout the country, guys in Canada. Robbie Race's over in England. I mean, just to be able to chat with these guys on a weekly basis, just, I mean, to me, it's cool. It's really a really cool experience.
Oh, yeah. So Sharp is going to have about 6 laps to go. He's going to be coming to 6 to go.
Yeah, and he's got around the 42 of probably your dad, and he's put on a little distance, so it looks like he's well on his way to take his 3rd race win here tonight.
Which I believe would, unless Story Square wins at Watkins Glen, I do believe that will clinch the trophy and the graphic for Sharp, so he'll be making his own graphic, it looks like, tonight. Unless Story Square wins at Watkins Glen, which is possible. Story Square is a fantastic road racer, and Sharp would have to have a bad finish at Watkins Glen, but that should clinch it for Sharp, I do believe. Yeah, and Story Square has a bad finish as well, I believe, from where he got caught up in that wreck at Atlanta, so I believe that will give this Tatty's Turkey Road Challenge victory to Sharp, assuming he finishes the deal here.
Four to go, 3 to go. 4 to go.
Let me get back around here for a second.
No, you're cool. I just glanced back once while I saw.
He's gonna take 3 to go.
So 3 to go for that number 9 Chevy Camaro, Sharp. And like you mentioned before, Sharp did retire last year from Cobra as our points champion. He finally won the big championship, but he does make appearances every now and then. We have that past champions Hall of Fame provisional that these guys that have moved on from the league, they want to come back and race tonight, they're more than welcome. So Sharp's always involved. He stays involved in Discord chat. I know he's kind of advisor for the guys over at Gas. I know they ask him some questions still, even though he's not racing weekly, but yeah, he's a great guy to have around.
He's going to take the white flag.
So there you go. The number 9 is going to be on the last lap here. Without him getting tied up with the 20 or hitting the apron or anything like that, he's going to go on to win his 3rd race here in the challenge, as he close call with the 20 that I believe Warpig was moving over for him to get out of the way, but they just kind of still almost made some contact, but no harm, no foul. But it looks like he's going to go on to win this race, which he does. So congratulations on the 3rd race win of the night for Sharp in that number 9 Camaro. Finishing 2nd would have been probably your dad in that 42. 3rd was Story Square in 16. 4th was Mike G. 5th was Sauce. 6th was Guardian. 7th was WRX Mike. 8th Warpig. 9th Brinkerhoff. 10th was our very own broadcaster Clay.
Yeah, I spun with 3 to go and went into pit road.
We would have had the 2 guys that were on pit road. of Picola and Turf Tech, and then Puddin finishing 11th. So
So we're going to have one more go around here at the Watkins Glen International.
yeah, guys, look forward to a race here, boys. I mean, these guys. There's like you mentioned, Story Square is a pretty decent road racer. Picola comes back into this. He's phenomenal. Sharp is phenomenal. I'm not too sure, like probably your dad, but these guys, some of these guys are pretty solid here on road courses. So I gotta jump
It's
out.
going to be probably your dad on pole though. Story Square will start second. It'll be third going to Guardian. Fourth is Sauce. Fifth is WRX Mike. Sixth would be me. Sixth is actually going to be Warpig. Seventh is going to be Brink. Puddin will go eighth. We got some folks that are going to call it a night, it appears. Waiting on Pete Cola to get back in if he's going to race. He might not race, which might open the door for some guys here.
Interesting.
Mike G has called it a night, it appears. Sharp is also out tonight, it looks like, for this one. Oh, yeah. Sharp's coming back, though. Sharp's coming back.
Yeah, he's probably changing his car paint scheme again.
Yep, there he is. He is back. Mike G, I guess, is done unless he's switching paint schemes again. He is also out. Let me get this GoFundMe out there once again. You guys are watching the Tatty's Turkey Road Challenge benefit race for our good friend Tatty. Raising some funds for him and his family as they go through the tragic loss of his dad.
Yeah, very interesting. Very surprised that P isn't joining us back for this last race. But it is getting late in some parts of the country, and it is a Sunday night, and guys got to get geared up to start another week of work. And I'm actually going back to work tomorrow after having a whole week off, and I'm not looking forward to it, to be honest.
Timer is going, just like that. Yep. We are set to join for the final race of the Tatty's Turkey Road Challenge. Can Sharp take 4 out of 5? We're getting ready to find out. Of course, Pete Cola, well, I should say Sharp got the night started off for us, winning pretty handedly at Iowa. And then he would fall short there on the last lap to Pete Cola at Atlanta, but he would rebound to win both Chicagoland and New Hampshire, and now we're headed off to Watkins Glen. And here we go. It's Probably Your Dad and Story Square on the front row here.
Yep.
As they dive off into 1 and 2, it's already chaos as Sauce makes a 3-wide move, but the 42 misses the corner, and it's Sauce and Story Square off with the lead. Oh, the 16 of Story Square gets into the wall. Looks like he got loose, and he's going to lose a boatload of spots. As they're going to jump through here. So with Sauce getting away with the lead, it's Guardian that comes away with the second spot. Third belongs right now. It's a battle between Probably Your Dad and WRX Mike for position 3. But Probably Your Dad gets super loose. They're War Pigs on the gas. He's going to try and take that spot away from the 42. As they hit this left-hander, it's really super tight. And here's Sharp already flying through the field. He's going to jump to the inside of War Pig there. As Story Square loses another spot. Look at the outbreaking that Sharp can do with everyone else, as he's going to have Story Square follow right in those footsteps there.
Yeah, I got the camera.
Watch for...
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I'll just say, just watch. I got the camera view here on Sharp. I got it over the car, like a third-person view. Let's just take a look. Let's watch him work his way through the field here.
Watch him and Story Square both work their way through the field.
A big
oh my goodness! That was crazy.
Probably Your Dad drilled him.
I don't know how he did. I don't know how he made the corner.
I don't know how
that was unbelievable. Yeah, watch for this 9 and this 16. These two are absolutely going to go at it in this race.
Oh, 41 at WRX Mike. Boy, Sharp is dodging bullets here. As he got him.
So is Story Square, man. He is right there. The 9 and 16 right there.
So it looks like the next one up for Sharp to grab is the 47 of Guardian. And then
that's
your leader
for the second spot.
Yep, and then Sauce is in front of him. Yep.
Holy cow. Just saw something funny on Sauce's stream. Can't really repeat it on air, but it's funny.
About imagine. Knowing them guys about imagine.
Yeah, here comes Sharp. Sharp is flying. Field is kind of spread out just a little bit here. Sharp's already working on Guardian.
Guardian's granny puts in her granny's rooting for you, Johnny. That's awesome, man. To have your grandmother in here chewing you, not chewing, but cheering you on.
Oh, the problems for the 16. He misses the bus stop entirely. He is going to lose a ton of ground. Huge mistake for the 16. Pushing super hard to try and get up to that 9, and he misses the bus stop, and that'll be a course penalty for the 16.
Oh, bad break for that 16. Because now the number 9 has gotten around Guardian for that second spot. So the next guy on his radar is that 25 of Sauce.
But it is the 16 of Story Square who's going to get back around this 42. Where is he running? Okay, so Story Square is still up here inside the top 5. This battle with Probably Your Dad as they dance off into 1 and 2. Interesting line for the 2 as they make a little bit of contact there with each other. and Warpig having a nice run in this one up to position number 4 as the 42 and 16 battle for position number 5 on the racetrack. That 16 is
16.
so loose.
He just hit the wall again, Clay.
He is incredibly loose. Let's not forget Sauce here on these road courses. Much is to be made about Picola being good at road courses and Jose being good at road courses, and even our own Chase Beatty being really good at road courses. But Sauce is also part of that GTR group, so you know he's going to be incredibly strong on the road courses as well. But Sharp is there. He is closing in on this 25 of Sauce.
Yeah, Sauce has worked so hard on road course racing. I think he's put the most time in anybody here in the last 2 seasons here in Cobra to get better on road courses. But right now he looks out his mirror and he's got a whole bumper of that number 9.
He gets through that bus stop really solid though. But look here. Here comes the 9 to the outside. He is going to not quite clear the 25. It's going to be a battle here off the carousel. Oh, man. What happens here? Oh, gives Sharp the room there, but it was awfully close. But these two have left the others in the dust. Turf Tech has left the race. He is sitting on pit road now as Sharp takes that lead away with 6 laps to go. The best thing for Sauce to do is to just keep this within striking distance, right? Because if the 9 makes a mistake, the 25 can be there. We've already seen a fantastic road course racer in the 16. He's already missed this. Uh-oh.
Sharp just.
Sharp did. Like I said.
Oh my.
He completely missed it.
The bus stop, yep.
Could this be a intentional move though, to see if he can go down,
run him down again,
and run him down again? Holy cow, if he can do that. Y'all are going to have to forgive me for this one, but I'm seeing Brandon Huffman out here in our YouTube chat saying LMAO taught Sauce everything he knows about racing. I'm disappointed. Sharp just let him go.
Right.
I'll be curious to hear from Sharp to know if that was intentional or not.
Right. Well, anyways, thanks for joining there, Brandon. I'm not 100% sure if I know who that is, or Clay, do you know who that is?
I have no idea who that is. Okay. You might have to throw your gamer tag out here. Brandon, pal, you might have to throw your gamer tag because I am not recognizing your name right now. But thank you for tuning in. Be Huffy.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, yeah, there it is.
Yeah,
there it is. There we go.
I was going to say something about Huffy, but I wasn't sure. I didn't want to say if that was him or not. But
well, thanks for tuning in there, pal. Good to see you checking out the action tonight. The Tatty's Turkey Road Challenge. If you're just tuning in there, Be Huffy, we're running this race in support of our good friend GTR Tatty. He recently lost his dad here just before Thanksgiving, pretty unexpectedly, and we're trying to raise a little bit of money for him in order to help them with their funeral costs for his dad. I just shared the link there in the YouTube chat again for those that are wondering where that's at. Yeah, this is the final race too, so. They're going to be coming to 3 laps to go this time by. And Sharp is catching him.
Well, no disrespect to the other guys in the race. Well, we'll probably just keep it here on the 9 and see if he can run them down. Which it looks like he's doing very well job at it. If Huffy says if Sharp runs him down, I'll donate. There you go, Sharp.
Here you go, Sharp.
Challenge, buddy.
B. Huffy will donate to Tatty's Tatty's fund here if you run Sauce down and pass him and win. Knowing Sauce, though, and the guy that Sauce is, I wouldn't be surprised if he throws to let Sharp pass him and help Tatty out there.
I think he's gonna.
It's gonna be interesting.
It's gonna be interesting for sure.
Oh man, he's really running him down.
Sharp got a lot loose off the corner there. That slowed him up. Or not Sharp, but Sauce.
2 to go.
Huffy says too easy, LOL. I'll get on it. Thanks a lot, buddy. I appreciate it.
Well, he's not past him quite yet there, B. Huffy, but will he do it now in the bus stop, or will he wait? Could we get a Brad Keselowski, Marcos Ambrose type finish? Sauce is certainly hoping not.
I don't think Sauce is giving anything up. He's driving.
He threw that spectacle word out there that he uses a lot, so Sharp might be in for a ride here on this last lap. They're going to dance off of the final right-hander here, and Sharp pulls up to the back bumper as we're going to cycle this place one more time. Who's going to outbrake who here into turn number 1 as they've got Puddin sitting right up there. It's going to be Sharp taking the different line. He's going to jump to the inside of Sauce. Kind of pinch him off towards the wall there. Sharp ahead for the race lead. But it's going to be Sauce trying to fight back here. Oh my goodness, and that...
Puddin. No.
Oh no, Puddin gets... No, he did not. He clipped Puddin there. And Sharp is going to dance off the bus stop and into the carousel. He's going to have about a 1.5 second lead here. Maybe a little more on Sauce after getting around him there off exit to turn 1 as he works out of the carousel looking for the final left-hander down into this left-hander. It's a smooth run. He hugs that yellow line. And he's going to jump off the final corner. It's a dominating night for the 9 of Sharp. He's going to come off turn 4 and claim not just the race win at Watkins Glen, but he's going to claim the victory here in the Tatty's Turkey Road Challenge.
Congratulations, number 9. Pure show of talent here tonight. Taking 4 of the 5 races here. Shout out to that number 9, man. Great performance.
Yeah, Sharp, Sauce. Let's go with, I guess, Story Square because he ran really solid tonight. Yeah, let's go with Sharp, Sauce, and Story Square.
So yeah, as we're fishing up here, just riding around here with WRX Mike here as we're waiting for the race to come to an end.
Good job tonight, guys.
Hey, Puddin, thank you for showing up and doing this tonight for Tatty. Kind of mentioned we're still in the broadcast, but kind of mentioned that you guys are kind of close. You guys have actually met, and that you took the time tonight to get your stuff set up and run these laps tonight.
Yeah, first and foremost, I've been talking to him a little bit here and there, giving some space. I know what it's kind of like, but if it wasn't for Tatty, y'all wouldn't know me. He gave me the opportunity to come into Giggity at the time and just start talking real fast about about fast guys on the game. And, yeah, we all know the story. I ended up sleeping sleeping on his dog bed one night, man. We went out played cornhole. Yeah, alcohol was involved. I got to meet the guy in person, and I've been pretty close to Tatty for some time now, and I appreciate you guys letting me come over and enjoy and do this and support one of my good friends like you guys. We've been praying for the not only Tatty but his whole family. I know his brother and I know his cousin over there too. So thanks for letting me come over. It's been a lot of fun. It was a little bit of a learning curve to come back, but it was a lot of fun to hang out with you guys and be able to do this. So man, I really do appreciate it. Patty, if you're listening, buddy, you know I love you. You know I'm here. You got my number. If you need an ear, if you need anything, man, and thank you for guys for putting this on for him because he has done this for so many other people for the last 3 or 4 years. He's put on races that have helped people with medical reasons or in tough times and stuff like that. So it's nice to see it return to a great guy.
Yeah, for sure.
You
Clay,
just
do
heard
you?
from Puddin.
Yep.
And so let's jump over here to WRX Mike because I know he's got to get up in the morning and work. So I'm going to start with him. WRX Mike, man. First of all, welcome to Cobra. We've not talked to you yet. You've not scored a podium yet, but it's coming. I know it is. I keep telling you it is, and it's going to. But you had a really solid run tonight in these 5 races. Looks particularly good at your home track of Chicagoland. You call it your kryptonite, but it looked fantastic tonight. Tell me about the races tonight, pal. Well, yeah, thanks for racing with us tonight. Butters, you got anything for Mike?
I just I was glad to finally be able to chat with you like personally, in a party chat. But yeah, I mean, good race of the night. I want to thank you for coming out here for the whole benefit thing for Tatty. And but yeah, just glad to have you. If you haven't said welcome to Cobra, here it is. And like I said, looking forward to seeing you more in weeks to come. maybe in these post race. But yeah, glad to have you. Glad you came out tonight to support the cause, and hopefully we'll be talking to you more in the future, buddy. Right. Yeah, you're fine. You're good.
It's
We're
Cobra.
having a good time. You're cool, bro. Well, I appreciate that, and you just
Thank you,
heard from
sir.
WRX Mike. I want to jump over to another guy who had a lot to prove tonight and did a lot of work, a lot of good work tonight. My own driver over there at Underdog Motorsports, Story Square, man, it was a great night for you. I do want to go ahead and make sure that you're on Always Allow. Make sure your mic is on Always Allow just before we get started here. But you know, you ran really well at basically every racetrack tonight. Didn't quite have the finish you wanted there at Atlanta, getting caught up in a wreck. And you know, I know you want to go for the win at Watkins Glen, but you still finished in the top 5 of every other race. Started at the back of basically every race. I guess my question for you really is, Mike said that he was trying to prove a lot for the other captains. Were you trying to prove a lot for the captains as well? Was that another reason why you raced?
Honestly, not really. It was more of just to show I'm actually a top contender in most tracks and just showing I'm there. Because I don't want to say, oh, that one race that I won was a fluke in the truck series. I want to show that I can actually win more than just that. Unfortunately, second place multiple times. So, yeah, that didn't help at all. But overall, I mean, starting in the back twice and making it to the top 3 twice, I mean, I think that's pretty good in my opinion. Atlanta, I felt like I should have won. I just made a little mistake, got off the bottom, and then got stuck 3 wide, and that was it. Watkins Glen, I had just too many mistakes. Just pushing too hard.
Appeared super loose.
Yeah, I picked the wrong slider. I was actually too tight at the beginning, and I got a little too high off of the S's because I was too tight to turn, and I turned too hard and got loose and spun. And once I spun, the tires got too hot and just loose the rest of the race. So after that, it was pretty much over, and I kind of gave up the last few laps.
Right, yeah, but I mean, I'll tell you what, still a fantastic finish tonight. Butters, you got anything for Story Square?
Yeah, sure. You know, congratulations today, man. Like I said, you had some good, strong runs. Like you said, you started out in the back a couple times, or towards the back, and you worked your way back to the 3rd place. And like you said, you felt that was a pretty good job. And I agree with you, man. That's with the talent that's out there in this league. I mean, I'm just saying that you know, it's good when you can drive yourself up into those good finishes. So. Just I want to say congratulations. I hope you had some fun tonight, and then I also want to just thank you for doing this tonight, showing your support towards Tatty and his family, and yeah, just we'll go from there.
Thank y'all for hosting this.
Well, you just heard from Story Square. He was a big-time player in the races tonight. I do want to jump over and talk with Brinkerhoff, my pal on the admin panel who helped make this happen for Tatty. Buddy, we've had this idea for a little bit now, ever since hearing about Tatty. Looking solid out there tonight. Both of us kind of struggled at certain tracks, but looked good at other tracks. How'd you feel tonight, Brink?
I felt good. I was happy that the people that came out tonight for Tatty. That you know, it's a tough time, and it's not easy, especially around the holidays, to go through stuff like this. So you know, we're all with him, and thought at least the least we could do is take what we have, which is a community of sim racers here, and put our best foot forward and try and just get a little bit of help as much as we can. So appreciate that. Appreciate Sharp and everybody who put forth the effort and donated and got other people in the race tonight. So that was really special, and I was honored that you all took part in that. You know, from the bottom of my heart. So thank you from Tatty, and thank you from me as well.
Butters, you got anything for Brink?
Just like I said, I mentioned to you guys, Brink, and I mentioned to Clay and Darren and Brock, that it was you two guys are pretty much the backbone of this whole event. And like I said, I just want to give a shout out to you guys. Like I told Clay, give credit where credit was due, and we chat enough, Brink, but you know that appreciative of everything that you guys do, and we made this event very special, and not only just not saying that I had much to do with it, but as far as you guys stepping up and putting this together, it was a class act on your guys' part.
Yeah, no doubt, and thanks for broadcasting it. You know, both of you putting out there on the YouTube channel, and Sauce for doing what he does. You know, Twitter and everything, getting everything, the communication out to everybody, because that's it takes a lot of effort to tell everybody, even through the Discord, what's going on and get everybody on board. So, especially over a holiday weekend when half of us maybe aren't even paying attention.
Well, that's what Go ahead, Brink.
Yeah,
I was just cool. Go ahead. Yeah, that's what I was kind of getting at. Cool. Yep, it was kind of hard. It was like you were saying. It's kind of hard. Like it just happened to be over the Thanksgiving weekend. So, but
right, and but it was fun. It was a fun little thing, and
right.
Take the tracks that are along the road that he has to take up to where his family's at, and a little bit on the way back there at Watkins Glen, which is kind of fun, and a little honor to him, and tracks that he really likes too. Some of those. Like Chicago especially, but yeah, it was great and it was fun, and I don't want to go back to Iowa as much as possible, or New Hampshire, to be honest with you. But it was good to get that experience. As a lot of I shifted up to a shifter, and it was good to get on Watkins Glen and run a real race like that. So thanks for some experience.
Right.
Well, you've just heard from one of the masterminds of this night, Brinkerhoff. We're going to roll over to. Man, this Watkins Glen battle, but also I want to talk about the rest of the night. First, I'm going to start off with Sauce.
Yes, sir,
Iowa was solid. You finished inside the top 5, or something close to that. If
top
not,
5 all night.
Top 5 all night. There you have it. You come up just short for Atlanta. You got to tell me about Atlanta. You're leading with a lap to go at your hometown track, and Picola steals it away from you like that. Man.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and just first and foremost thank you, Clay, Brink, guys, for putting this together for Tatty. Shout out to Tatty, thinking about him and his family, condolences to him. It's a tough thing to go through, so we got him in our thoughts throughout the day. So yeah, Atlanta's it's a fun track. We had on high draft, and I was doing all I can to try to get a hometown win, even if it was or home track win, even if it was for this. I was gonna count it. So now Picola, he threw it in there, 3 wide. I mean, it's one of those times, man. What would Tatty do? He'd do the same and go for the win. So I'm glad Picola got the win there, GTR win, baby, for that. So GTR, Picola taught me a lot. Tatty taught me a lot here on this game. So shout out to them for even without them, I probably wouldn't even be in a position to be up front all these races. So
man, that's gonna upset B Huffy, bro, because he was watching too.
Who?
B Huffy was watching.
Shout out to him too. Ex Hall of Famer. I don't know if he's still in the Hall or not, but shout out to him. He found me in a lobby once, so I'll give credit where credit's due. But yeah, that battle at the end though with Sharp, I mean, he blew the bus stop and came back, embarrassed me. He was having fun out there. There was no way I was gonna beat him at any point on that track, man. I was just running laps up there, man. I was sweaty, gassed. We had a good time.
Man, to me, I want to say the same thing to Sharp. Like,
hey man, it's just racing, man. It'd be like that sometimes. Now I had a good time out there. Atlanta was fun. Chicago was fun. Good pack racing. Watkins Glen put some laps in. We all knew how that was going to go. So, hey, New Hampshire was actually pretty decent. I'm trying to learn the track a little bit. But overall, good time tonight. It's all for Tatty. All the proceeds go to Tatty. So, yeah, appreciate you guys for putting this on.
So I want to jump over here to our main man, Sharp, our defending Cup Series champ from a season ago. You jump in tonight. Looks like you're going to be making your own winner's graphic for tonight. And I guess Chase is going to jump in on that trophy for you. But you won 4 of the 5 races tonight. It was Sharp's night. Tell me about it. Welcome back.
On a humorous note, retirement treated me well, and I still got it. So, rah. No, on a serious note, just all my thoughts and prayers to Tatty and his family. I know exactly what they're going through. I've gone through that myself in the past, so my condolences to him. I know this is a tough time, so I'm very appreciative to everyone who threw this together for us to allow us to come out here, have some fun, race, and be competitive at the same time while thinking of him. It was a lot of fun at the track. It was competitive. It wasn't easy. Everybody had a shot to win tonight. I'm thankful I came away with 4 of the 5. But like I said, I had to earn it, and it's for a good cause. So that makes it even sweeter for me. As far as the Glen race is concerned, I started in the back on purpose. I was able to work myself up to the front. I love the track, obviously. You guys know that. It's my favorite track. And I figured I'd throw a twist on it. If I ran Sauce back down, so be it. If I didn't, it is what it is. I'm just out there to have a good time, and Sauce knew it as well. It just I happened to click off some good laps, got to him, and sent it into the carousel, and it stuck. Somehow cleared him, and I thought for sure he was just going to absolutely send me out of turn 6 into the sand and be like,
I couldn't do that.
For the lack of a better word, you know what? Go have fun over there. But no, it's great because I wasn't having any sort of intentions of doing any more heat streams. That Glen race I had in the Upper League was going to be my last one, but I had the time tonight. I was able to run some races with you guys, put a stream together, and for everybody who did tune into mine as well as the Cobra channel, thank you guys. It was an honor to run for Tatty and continuing to think of him. So, and appreciative for Butters and Clay for putting together the broadcast first as well. It's going to be fun to go and watch that one back.
Yep. Sure, go for it.
Yeah. Brand new stock controller, about 3.5 years worth of practice, and dedicated myself to perfect every single corner of that track. I love the I love no, I love
and
the
some
track.
Raging Cajun gumbo to go with it.
Oh, way. No. In all honesty, I love the track in real life. Obviously, seeing Chase Elliott win his first race there, I love the competition over there. There's always good racing, and I absolutely detested road course racing everywhere when I first picked up Heat 4. Like, I could not stand it. I was on automatic shifting. I could not get the feel for it, and switched to manual, just slowly starting to get the feel for it. And yeah, that wasn't even my fastest. Like, okay, that's me conceded. I'm just going to stop right there. No nitrous in there, buddy. Just running all out every single lap and hitting my marks. That's it.
He got that Jimmy Johnson fuel in there.
Yeah.
That Jimmy Johnson 2007 to 2014 fuel.
That's a fact. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate it. It was good racing with y'all.
Butters, you got anything for Sauce or Sharp? We're having a good time tonight, man.
I've been bricked up all night.
Anything, Butters?
Yeah,
I want to
pretty
know what
much.
y'all were thinking when Sharp blew the bus stop.
I knew he was going to run you back down. What you talking about?
Yeah, we figured we were going to have some entertainment here on this last road course. Susie did that. We put the old camera on the number 9, and we watched. We were going to see if he was going to come back and get you. So,
See, but B. Huffy put money on Sharp to run Sauce back down, man.
yeah, he did say in the chat if he ran you back down, he was going to donate. So,
I
Look at
noticed
that.
that. So thank you, Huffy. I was glad I could help your cause out.
Appreciate you donating to Tatty, Huffy.
Oh man. Oh man. Oh wow.
Yeah, you got to give him a hard time a little bit, I guess.
Oh.
But
I have
anything,
I have a-
Butters, before I hop on out of here, brother?
no, buddy, I just want to thank you for putting on a show tonight. Thank you for donating. I think you were one of the first ones that I seen mention anything about getting in on this and put some money towards the fund. So, like I said, you're always you know where your spot is here in Cobra, and hopefully we'll see you out there again sometime when you got some free time.
I certainly hope so. I mean, obviously, I can't race at home much. I mean, tonight was kind of an exception. I had some free time on my hands. Typically, I will not really be racing at home anymore just because of the fact, I'm trying to get myself accustomed to not running to get ready for my little girl being born and everything. But it all worked out tonight. And as far as the funds are concerned for Tatty, it is. I know what he's going through. I've gone through it myself in the past, so it's not much that I helped out with, but any little bit I know he's going to appreciative of it, and it's the least I can do for him. So, and to be able to spare the time to come and race with everybody in a laid back yet competitive manner at the same time, that's what I enjoy doing. It's something that I'm going to miss on a full-time basis, and to be able to come and run with everybody, that's all I thoroughly enjoy doing. It's been a hobby of mine for 26 years now. Ever since I was 5 years old, I started gaming, and it's not going to be easy giving that up for some time. But I enjoy when I do have the opportunities to do so. So thank you everybody who did come and race, and to everybody who's been contributing to Tatty's cause. So thank you guys again, and glad I was able to come and run. To everybody who tuned in, thanks for coming out. We'll call you.
There you go.
Thank you, sir.
We'll call you.
Thank
Y'all
you,
have a
sir.
good one, boys. Thank you.
You bet.
Butters, you can go ahead and finish us off here, pal.
All right. Well, with that, we're going to close this out tonight, guys. Just like I said, thank everybody coming out, putting a little support there for Tatty and his time of need with his father passing, and helping get a little bit of funds. I know it isn't good. It isn't much, but anything helps. Shout out to you guys that all did it. But yeah, we're gonna come to a close here tonight. We'll be back with our league run next Friday night from Mid Ohio, the Cup in
This Friday.
Next Friday.
This Friday.
What did I?
This Friday.
Everyone say it.
Whatever. You know it coming up Friday. The next
It's
Friday,
coming.
the next Friday you boys see, we're running at Mid Ohio. The trucks are running
Canadian Tire.
Canadian Tire. So until then, guys, you guys have an excellent night. Behalf of Clay and Sauce that's in here yet, one of the admins, and all the other
I
guys that
think
did.
Chase got something to say too.
Is Chase in here? Oh, yeah. There you have it, folks.
That's old Beatty.
So there you have it. So till next Friday night, you guys have a safe and have a happy week, and we'll see you next Friday night.
America, lower your standards.